Welcome back to my dark corner of this sick world.
If you think I'm shit, why don't you just tell me?
1984's Fatal Games is one of those slasher films based around a gimmicky location.
Excellent. Your dad is going to be very proud.
In this case, a training academy for young athletes in various events, from unconvincing weightlifting to the synchronized belly flop.
Go!
But mainly swimming, running, gymnastics and javelin, taught by classic Dark Corner's breakout character, the inspirational coach.
I'm going to let you in on my special secret for success.
Oh, this should be good.
Starting today, I'm going to add an additional 2 hours to your work schedules.
Brilliant in its simplicity. But Dr. Jordine and Nurse Diane Payne are taking no chances.
All right, you start him on the new shots.
Yes, they've got these kids on drugs.
The East Germans and the Russians are doing the same thing?
Now, if the East Germans and the Russians jumped off a cliff, would you?
Winning is the only thing that matters.
But this obsession with winning does bleed through to their personal lives.
Why don't we go to my place tonight so we can finally make it?
This is Phil going for gold with his girlfriend, Annie.
Well, why don't you come over so we can at least make out a little?
This is Phil settling for silver.
Okay, you don't like the idea of my place. We'll go to a motel and see what's on TV.
There's no shame in bronze.
Can we at least go out and get a burger?
And does the Olympics do a participation medal? It's only through hard work that Phil has the stamina to be shot down this many times.
I'd like to come over to my house tonight, bob up and down on my bed.
That one he brought on himself.
Are you going over to Phil's tonight to do some acrobatics on his uneven bar?
Even his friends are making fun.
Damn it.
I was going to use that uneven bar line. These kids seem pretty carefree, right? But by this time, 3 of their friends have vanished.
Hasn't anybody heard from Nancy Wilson?
No.
And we in the audience know they ain't coming back. Wow, good throw. On the one hand, how small of a role these disappearances play is baffling.
Frankly, I'm baffled.
On the other, this should leave plenty of time to explore subplots, and there's lots of potential. Obviously the steroids,
Did Jordine give you that new medication today?
illicit relations between coach and student, or just normal relationships.
I really don't know what you see in Phil.
Boy, kick a man when he's down. Then there's the pressure these kids are under from their parents,
Daddy, I don't know about the future, but I know I'm a good gymnast.
from their coaches,
What are you, a ballet dancer?
even from the medical staff.
He's afraid that your bus line has been developing too rapidly.
Not to mention the competitions themselves. And the fear of a career-ending injury,
Give me the dismount.
Frank, are you all right?
which just brings more pressure.
Because you're going to win for both of us.
Great, thanks. With all that going on, perhaps it's understandable that Lynn doesn't notice the scuba diver with a javelin. Ridiculous though that is, I'd be fine with stupid murders if any of these subplots added up to anything. But they just don't.
I mean, the constant workouts, the stress, and the pain.
The fact my friends keep vanishing. All we have to follow is the slasher.
There's got to be a reason why Joe, Sue Ellen, and Nancy all disappeared.
Finally, the missing persons get some attention.
So this is how I knew.
That does seem suspicious. But life, training, and subtle foreshadowing must go on.
Should we carry the paint up now? Nah, we got to scrape the ceiling first.
Yeah, just here, next to the pointy trophy. Hoping to learn something about his missing girlfriend, broken-legged Frank breaks into the academy by night to search. And... When I asked for a locker, they said there were none available. Frank does not live to tell the tale. But Annie comes looking for him, and she is only winged. And Phil carries her to the nurse's office. With more difficulty than you might expect for a professional athlete.
Diane, are you back there?
A more astute person might wonder why she's back there in the middle of the night.
Yes, what's the matter?
Eddie's been hurt.
Put her on the table. Be out in a second. I'm just getting dressed.
Okay, so now we know who the killer is, and I can't say I was close to guessing, but why? I really shouldn't leave that lying around. A botched sex change has left Diane with split personalities.
I can't stop him.
I cannot stop him, Annie.
On the face of it, Diane is killing the most successful athletes on the basis that, with them all gone, the Academy's nurse will be next in line for Olympic selection.
I'm not going to stop now. I am going to win.
Also worth noting, she's a javelin thrower, but has also killed 3 gymnasts and a swimmer.
We even became a woman just to win.
The only javelin thrower she killed was a man, so benefit of the doubt, we'll assume this is not a plan, she's insane and lashing out at successful athletes because she never got to be one.
I've been trying to be as good as my mother all my life.
I guess I'll buy that, and if you go back you can find some clumsy foreshadowing.
I knew you had it in you.
Incidentally, that was body double Linnea Quigley winning the Dark Corner's Alfred Hitchcock Award for cheeky cameos. But 90% of this film is subplots that have zero bearing. What about the steroids?
Maybe they had an adverse reaction to some of the medication?
There's red herrings and there's just wasting time.
And the strangest part is, nobody's willing to talk about it.
That is strange. I mean, yes, it's all about pressure and the obsession with winning, so I suppose it's thematically coherent, but dramatically? No. Wow, didn't see that coming. Incidentally, and apparently the only subplot I cared about, Phil never gets laid.
Haven't you had enough?
Thanks for watching. Please throw a javelin at the like button. What's the most egregious example of building subplots that have no bearing on the actual plot? Let us know in the comments below.
I'm going to have to disqualify you now.